Where should all overlanders go at least once before they die? I say it has to be the annual Abentuer and Allrad show, held in the Bavarian town of Bad Kissingen. This is the story of a few friends from the UK who did just that. So after about 2 days of driving through France and through bits of Germany, we are nearly at Bad Kissingen. It's quite exciting stuff. It's for most of us in our little convoy, it's the first time at Europe's biggest overland show. We have arrived at the campsite. Stan has opened his first beer, of course. Johnny is getting the position. This is where I'll be sleeping for the next 3 nights in the Dometic 130. Some say the campsite is even more exciting than the show itself, as there are thousands of overland vehicles of every size, make and description to admire. The campsite is also where the magic happens in the evening, with the smell of barbecues, beer cans being opened and lots of travel chat taking place. As we are guests of Dometic and Frontrunner, we spend a lot of time on their trade stand. One of the most popular items on their trade stand is a very well-travelled Defender 110 that belongs to Phil and Caro, who run the successful YouTube channel called The Sunny Side. Their 110 has travelled extensively over the Americas, and they finance their travels through a little business called Camplight, who make silicone lighting and fairy lighting for campers. How cool is that? As you can see, this vehicle is very well travelled and has been set up for this family to overland all around the world. One of my favourite stands is the Metzger Land Rover dealership stand, as they have the new Grenadier on display, plus a nice soft top 90 which they restored themselves. For those who don't know, this Land Rover Trophy Defender, only 25 of them were ever made. And here's one on the Metzger stand at the Abentuer and Allrad show. This cost over 300,000 euros, just 220,000 pounds. And according to my sources, it's currently for sale. So my quest to find all sorts of different Land Rovers at the show continues. I've just found a Range Rover Classic, a 200 TDI Classic, and then a V8 Defender 110. Both these vehicles are on the stand of Land Rovers, which is a Polish company, and this is their sort of pride and joy. And if you have a look underneath the Range Rover, you can see a bit of the quality of their workmanship. Genesis Import have one of the biggest stands at the show, and they are also the importers of Alucab products into Europe and the UK. Alucab used the show to launch a couple of new products. They have a smaller awning and a slimline tent. So for those people that drive vehicles such as a Suzuki Jimny or maybe a Defender 90, this is definitely an option worth looking at. They also have some new accessories for the existing tent range, such as a mattress with a backrest, which was very popular, and also a coffee table in your rooftop tent. How cool is that? Organisers lay on buses to transport show goers from the campsite to the top of the hill where the show is held, and there's only one way really to end a long day at the show, and that is with a barbecue with your mates. There's also a river right next to the campsite, so if it is very hot you can take a nice cooling dip in the river. And while there, we spotted a legend in the music industry. Right Said Fred was also at the show, and he's definitely not too sexy for Bad Kissingen. The following morning I was back to the show again, and it was here that I for the first time saw in the flesh this very cool new roller draw system with a kitchen that pops out the back of your vehicle. How cool is that? So I'm with Fabian from OffRoad Monkeys, and he's just going to demonstrate some of these cool products.
Yeah, this is our mirror arm. We call it the monkey flip, and the special detail is you can put the screw open and flip it down. Very cool. If you go with trailer or have a kitchen box on your Defender, so you have to see definitely more behind you and you don't need to separate mirrors.
How cute is this for the Land Rover owner who really likes their coffee? Our friends from Land Rover Germany were also in attendance, showing us the latest new Defenders. Here's the V8, and many of you might have seen the video of them driving off-road, and they got one of these new Defenders hopelessly stuck. The video went viral. But if you're an overlanding and Land Rover fan like me, there was much to see and do, like this garish blue new Defender with a nice rack on, or Rolling Space, who are a roof rack company, and they've got this rather unique way of putting a hammock on your roof rack. How cool is that? So to give you some sort of an idea of how big this truck is, I've got exactly the same awning on my Defender 110, and my head just about touches the awning. Yeah, if I stretch my hand out, I can't even touch the top of this awning. So this is probably one of the bigger trucks at the event. You can see it's been built by Arctic Trucks in Scandinavia. It wasn't all just about overlanding, rooftop tents, fridges. I mean, look at this Defender 90. You can see it's been built just to go off-roading. It's got recovery tracks on, it's got portal axles, it's got ARB lockers, both front and back. And wow, just look at that Bilstein suspension setup there. This little green 90 was without a doubt my favorite Defender at the whole event. There were loads of guys making lots of cool product for Defenders. This chap here, Rough Parts, he is a Formula 1 engineer, and all the stuff on this vehicle he has made himself for his own Defender. He bought accessories from other bigger, well-known brands, wasn't happy with the quality of the product, and then decided to make his own stuff. Look at what laser lamps have done to this new Defender. I think this guy is definitely afraid of the dark. Want to turn your Defender 130 or 110 into a pop-top camper? Well, that's exactly what these guys have done. And how impressive is the interior of this Defender? How tidy are those drawers? Perfect for an overland or camping trip. Read more about our Abentuer and Allrad adventure in the September 2022 issue of LRM, on sale now. See www.lrm.co.uk.